y'all, welcome to my video. Today we're going to talk about how to start your dirty soda shop side hustle in 2026. I'm going to give you the step-by-step on how to do everything in the first 2 weeks so that you can be up and running within the first month of the year. First, I want you to grab your calendar and write out 14 days. It doesn't matter what day you start, it doesn't matter what day you end. Do it right now, take it out, write down 14 boxes, and let's get started. So for day number 1, you are picking out a name. You are picking out your brand board, so that looks like different colors and fonts, and you are creating your email address. First thing you're gonna do is get it created, and we can refine it later. This is going to help you visualize what you want your shop to look like, okay? All because we are starting at this point does not mean that you cannot change in the future. This is just so that you can get it created and it feels like your first action step. This way you don't spend so much time planning and planning and planning without any action, because I definitely was guilty of this every time I wanted to start a side hustle. On day number 2, I'm going to focus on creating my menu. So that's gonna look like going out and buying different sodas, different flavors, different creams, trying them out and doing taste testing. You are telling if you like your product, if this is a product that's worth following through with. So that's what I would do for day number 2, so that you are very confident in what your product is. If you decide you don't like any of the sodas, then stop right there. Have 1 or 2 sodas that you're like, oh, this is definitely for me. Then I would continue to just keep making the menu, get it solidified, and so now you have a vision for it, and now you have your product. So it's feeling a little bit real. Right, for day number 3, you are going to create your website. Go to Canva. I usually start by creating a wedding website because it has a lot of templates. Build your website. It's very easy. It's just like making a Word doc in Canva. Put different pictures up, or maybe your logo, different colors explaining what you are and who you are, and click publish. Stop for a second. Make sure you like the name of your business that you picked on the first day, because that is going to affect everything from here on out. I went back and forth on my name and I decided on the wrong one, and then I had to change everything after the fact. So do yourself a favor now, before you purchase anything, make sure that you like your name. Now what you're gonna do is buy your domain. So you can do this right through Canva, which is what I recommend. Now you at least have a homepage created. You have your menu that's also listed on your website. Everything else we can tackle later. On the 4th day, you are going to get started with the paperwork that you do not want to do, okay? So you're going to go to your state's filing and file your LLC. Do not use a random website to get packages of your EIN, LLC, anything. Go right to the government website of your state and file your LLC. It's very easy. You just go on there, fill a few things out. You have to put your social and stuff like that. So it should be pretty easy from here. You're going to do the same thing with your EIN. There's going to be an option on there to get your EIN as well. You're going to get those 2 documents. It's only gonna take you maybe an hour, depending on if you run into any difficulties, but you shouldn't. You are going to get your official documents sent to your email. I would suggest just opening a Google Doc or a Google Drive and putting them in a folder in your Google Drive. So now that you have day 4, here's what we have done so far. You have a name, you have an email dedicated to your business, you have your brand board, so you know what your brand is looking like. You can visualize it. Then you have your menu so that you know what your product is. You created a website. So now you have your domain and everything on your website. You've started the paperwork. So legally you are a business. Congratulations. You have your 2 documents. You have your LLC and your EIN. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do, this is a little scary, I know. You're gonna go to the bank and you're going to open up a business bank account. What you need is your LLC paperwork, which is your articles of organization, and you need your EIN, which is your federal tax number. These are the only 2 things, along with your identification, that you need to open your bank account. It's not big and scary. You go in, you sit with someone, you fill out paperwork, you deposit your money. For me, I only need to deposit a couple, I think $50 to start it. You're gonna order a debit card. It's gonna come in the mail. Fantastic. So now that you have done that, I want to say we're on day 5 or something, but I'm going to be honest with you, I have kind of lost track, but that's what you're going to put in one of your days. is opening that business bank account as soon as you get the EIN. You are immediately going to go in your Google Drive that is specific for your business, and you are going to create a preliminary expense sheet. Okay, you can refine it later, that's okay, but as long as you have a tally that you have purchased materials to test your menu, spent money on buying the actual business, like creating the actual business, and then you spent maybe $12 on your domain. Okay, you're listing those 3 things out on your expense sheet, and now everything from here on out is going to be purchased from the other bank account. Please trust me, the IRS does not like when they're mixed. So help yourself. Do this in the first week of you starting this business. You are going to call up the health department and you are going to ask for a checklist of what you need to be in compliance for the business structure that you're doing. So, for example, a tent setup might have different requirements than a trailer setup. So, if you are just starting out this business, I am going to assume that you are going to start out with a table setup, which is how I started out. It's the most cost-effective way. So you are going to call, don't even look online. It's impossible. Pick up the phone, give them a call, see if they have a checklist. If they don't have a checklist, ask them if they can email you the documents that show what you need to pass this exam. Talking to someone in person is always going to be easier for this because then you can explain your product and what's in the product. There's a lot of exemptions that exist in various states, and then in some states, there are loopholes that you might not have known about. For example, state of Georgia, if you are doing pop-ups at fundraisers such as schools or hospitals, there's a different health guideline than there is if you're doing just regular business. So it's important that you get someone on the phone that knows what they're talking about so that they can coach you through the health department. I'm gonna give yourself a good 3 or 4 days to figure this all out, just because this is probably the most overwhelming part. Okie dokie. You now have the list from the health department. Now is when you can start buying everything you need for your soda shop. You get the list first because this will help either save you money or it's gonna cost you money. You might need a 3-compartment sink that requires plumbing, that requires hot water. You might just need a hand washing sink. You might not be required for any of that, but need sanitizer tablets. So this is why you did not buy a single thing physically yet, because you need that list from the health department. Now I'm gonna go through what I would recommend to purchase for your first soda pop-up. So I have my little handy dandy book here. I would buy a payment processor. I go with Square. The cheapest one you can get is $10, and that's for the swipe. If you're trying to start cheap, just get the little square that plugs right into your phone. Next, you're gonna need 2 folding tables. We used to have barbecues as kids. We had folding tables, so that was not a cost to me. You're gonna want 2 of them because you're gonna want one to check out. You're gonna want one for all your supplies in the back. So I would recommend going with 6 to 8 foot tables. Next, you're gonna want tablecloths. You can either get these on Amazon or you can buy them in person, it doesn't matter, but I would recommend buying quality tablecloths and then a cover to go over them. Don't buy the cheap ones, it's not gonna be good for your brand. Go ahead and invest in the good solid cloth ones and then invest in a clear plastic cover so that they stay nice. You want your booth to look nice and welcoming, so that's definitely something you wanna spend good money on. Number 4, you're gonna get your menu and signage. Here's what you're gonna do. You're going to do your menu on Canva. You're going to click customize size, and you're gonna do 20 by 30 inches, okay? Then you're going to go to Walgreens. You're gonna save your menu from Canva, upload it into Walgreens, and you're going to get poster board. It's going to be you're not gonna get a normal poster board, okay? So it's gonna be nice and thick. It's going to be good. And then you're gonna go online and look up a 50% off coupon, because Walgreens always has a 50% off coupon. Do not check out unless you look up coupons for Walgreens. Thank you. The next thing you're gonna get is your coolers. You're gonna need one that's going to keep all of your creams cold. You're going to need another that has your clean ice in it. So those are 2 big coolers. But the next thing you're gonna buy are 2 tabletop coolers. One is gonna be for clean ice and one is gonna be to keep creams cold. You might ask yourself, why do we need 2? I guess if you don't want 2, you don't have to have 2. But I like to have everything in my workstation in front of me. That's what I found most beneficial. Now, if you want a big cooler and you keep 1 big cooler of all clean ice, be my guest. That, I hate bending down like that. It's not for me. I like having it on top. I like refilling it. That's just my jam. So that would be my recommendation, but it doesn't need to be yours. And then the second tabletop cooler is gonna be for like these squeezy bottles of creams. So you kind of want it to be a little more structured and smaller. So I have kind of like a little round one that holds my 3 creams in it. You're gonna want sanitizer tablets. Even if your jurisdiction does not require sanitizer tablets, I would still just recommend having them. Again, most places are gonna require a 3-compartment sink. They do sell different sinks on Amazon that are portable sinks, so I'd recommend getting one of those. Next, you're going to want syrup racks because you want everything to be cleaned and organized. So you're gonna buy your syrup racks. Those are also found on Amazon. You're gonna buy a cash box. You should take cash. Cash is king. There's really cute ones. You can customize them. They're not that expensive. I should invest in better squeeze bottles because mine break a lot, but they're only $1 from Walmart and I like them. So I usually get the $1 ones from Walmart. The next thing you're gonna get are mats, like bar mats. You can order these on Amazon. Again, your Amazon list is gonna be huge. You're gonna have boxes coming to your door, but these bar mats, trust me, when you're making drinks, things spill. It looks cleaner, it looks better. You're gonna need bar mats for your first time. You're gonna want spoons. You're gonna want those long neck spoons to mix them up. Just trust me. Your inventory. Inventory is gonna be everything that goes into your product. So you are going to need cups, lids, straws, carriers, syrups, soda, toppings. You know, that's gonna include whipped cream, cherries, whatever, your ice. And then I also put in cleaning supplies. So you need some paper towels and cleaning supplies. You might wanna invest in a thermal printer and some thermal stickers to get your branding on the cups, but it's not super necessary. Close the door on that. The next step, this is the next day, you are going to write in your little box, get any state licensing you need. I have a little hint for you. Ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, in order to run a soda shop in XYZ state, what state licenses do I need? So for example, for South Carolina, you need a retail license. That is at the state level. Then the next day, now you are going to look at your county. Ask ChatGPT again, what do I need to run a soda shop in XYZ county? You are going to go through the process of filling it all out. It's going to be the same kind of questions that you've had to deal with before for your LLC, for your EIN, for your bank stuff, for your retail license. You're gonna get so good at filling these forms out, but you have to remember that these are just forms, okay? Don't let them overwhelm you. They're just forms. They're a little confusing at first, but you get better as time goes on. Now it's the next day. Now we are down to the town level. That is the goal, is to break it up so it's digestible. So you have gotten your state licensing, you've gotten your county licensing, and now we need your town licensing. So for me, what did that look like? I had to get a retail license for my state. I had to get a business license for my county, and I had to get a mobile vendor permit for my town. But when you split it up in 3 separate days and you don't do it all at once, I promise you it's not that overwhelming. Now you're freaking out. Now it's time to go do an event. You need to book an event, whether that's gonna be a fair, a festival, a school. If you're interested on how to get events as a soda trailer, just let me know and I can kind of help you in a different video for that. Now let's say you have your event coming up. Now what? Now what? Now you are going to buy insurance. Now that I'm thinking about it, some counties require you to give your business insurance first before getting the business license. You might want to change your mind on how you do this, but I called Progressive I told them exactly how I wanted to be protected and everything, and they set up something for me and got me insured. So I pay my insurance every single month. You have to renew it every single year. This took me probably 2.5 hours. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a lot to talk to someone and fill everything out. So block yourself off a good chunk of time here. And that's it. That's everything. That's how you make it. And that's how you make it quick with under $2,000 doing this whole startup cost. You're gonna start simple and you're gonna start slow, and you're not going to spend on things that are unnecessary. All right, guys, well, thanks for listening to my video on the step-by-step on how to start a soda shop in 2026. I really hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in these kind of videos, please feel free to browse my channel. I talk about my soda shop, different side hustles on there. And if there's any videos that you wanna see, any questions you have, leave them down below. Thanks for spending this time with me. Bye.